Hey, every time I've ever tried a recipe that's sus, I've always asked myself two questions. Who made this? And how many people had to die for them to make this the right way? There are so many poisonous foods that you have to cook a specific way or else it's not edible. But somebody had to get to the bottom of that. How did you discover that? Who put their life on the line for it? Crazy. Yo, it's Genki the Great, and today I'm gonna be talking about Delicious in Dungeon. In my last video about Frieren, I had a comment telling me that Delicious in Dungeon is better than Frieren. And I said, what? Frieren? The masterpiece? The GOAT? I need to see this. I need to get to the bottom of this. So I watched Delicious in Dragon, and off rip, I'ma say this. It's not better than Frieren, bro. But it is top tier. Honestly, it's right up there with Frieren to me, because I'm having such a good time watching this show. The show doesn't take itself serious, but there's so much going on. Usually I hate fake deaths in anime. Actually, sometimes I don't, because I don't want that character to go. I fuck with the character too heavy. But in this anime, they actually do the deaths right. We can tell, obviously, they can bring people back because they mentioned resurrection multiple times, and Laos himself got by the living armor. So we know they can resurrect people, and that's why I took some of the stakes off, because I could not understand why Laos and the whole gang was just taking it easy, cooking up some good meals, having a good time when they had to go back and get the sister. I thought it was even impossible to go back. I was like, yo, she's already cooked. Why are we going back? But I can obviously tell there's resurrection at play. The way that it's integrated into this story was done so well, because it really doesn't feel out of place. No one's making a big deal out of it, and it's so well integrated that I had to piece the puzzles together myself, and that was satisfying. Now let's talk about the characters. We're starting off with Laos. At first, I couldn't get behind Laos, because he was just standing there while his whole party was putting in work, but he already clocked out, and it was so bad that his sister had to save his ass. I couldn't take him serious, especially because there's times where it seems urgent to go save his sister and times where it doesn't. But when you factor in how reincarnation is a part of this world, you can understand a little bit better. And plus, he's just a man of passion. He's trying to explore these monsters inside out. He wants them in his tummy. Pause. For real though, he does step up when it matters the most and leads his team as needed. Then we gotta talk about Senji, who's also a man of passion. He just wants a chance to cook something exotic, like a red dragon. That's fire. He also just goes crazy in the kitchen, making banger after banger after banger. You gotta give it up to Senji. Then we have Chilchuk, who is kind of a bit of a voice of reason, a mediator. He makes sure they don't fall into stupid traps, quite literally. You know, we all need one of those, someone to keep us all in check. And last but not least, Marcel, one of the most famous girls on Twitter actively. Don't let her passionate expressions fool you. At the beginning, I thought it would be annoying, but I actually find it pretty funny every time they try to get her to try some ridiculous monster gourmet, and she hating until she's not, or she gets caught up in these silly situations. I'm just like, hey, that's valid. I don't know how anyone else would react, but that's valid. The animation goes hard because Studio Trigger made it. Clap it up. An OG in the game. You know what it is. This is definitely a fun, well-written show. It passes the vibe check for sure. And I've been able to deduce this from only 3 episodes. That's tough.